Let's take a light-hearted journey into the lives of some of Nollywood's most celebrated actresses who, believe it or not, embrace motherhood while still in their teens. Yes, you heard that right. These women who have dazzled us on our screens with their brilliant performances started juggling the demands of career and motherhood at an age when most of us were still figuring out our next meal. So click on the like button on this video as we look into Nollywood actresses who gave birth as teenagers. Genevieve Nnaji. Before Genevieve Nnaji became the Nollywood queen we all stand today, she had already faced one of life's biggest plot twists, teenage motherhood. Back in the day, this gist was so loud that even Nollywood couldn't ignore it. They turned it into a whole movie. You know, it's serious when your personal story inspires a full film with that dramatic Nollywood soundtrack. Born on May 3, 1979, Genevieve started acting as early as 8 years old in a soap opera, Ripples. But while most of us at 17 were busy practicing our signature on imaginary checks and dreaming of jam scores that would make our parents proud, Genevieve was navigating the real-life role of a mother as a 17-year-old girl. In a past interview, Genevieve revealed that coming from a strict Catholic family meant abortion was never on the table. And just like that, she welcomed her daughter, Chimebuka, who has now grown into a successful model and entrepreneur. Clearly, greatness runs in the bloodline. Today, Genevieve is one of Nollywood's most respected actresses, and if that wasn't enough, she became the director of Nigeria's first Netflix original movie, Lionheart, in 2018. From teenage motherhood to global success, her story is proof that in this life, even if NEPA takes your light, you can still shine. Liz Benson. When Liz Benson entered Nollywood, she didn't just bring beauty and talent, she came with a life story that had already been through more twists and turns than a Lagos Danfo navigating traffic. One of the biggest facts about her journey, she became a mother as a teenager, and trust Nigerians, they didn't keep quiet about it. Some people even told her to her face. Her early marriage to Samuel Gabriel Etim wasn't just a love story, it was the beginning of her teenage motherhood journey. At just 17, she gave birth to her first child, and by the time she was in her mid-20s, she had already given birth to 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. Her children, Lillian Rosling and Richard Etim, are walking proof that teenage motherhood doesn't mean failure. It can mean raising a strong, successful family while building a legacy. But life, as usual, had its own script waiting. In her mid-20s, Liz Benson suffered a devastating loss when her husband passed away, leaving her to raise her children as a young widow. At that moment, life officially handed her a certificate in early adulthood, whether she applied for it or not. Yet, despite the struggles, Liz Benson didn't let life's plot twists slow her down. She found the strength to remarry in 2009 to Bishop Great Amaya, marking a new chapter filled with hope and stability. At the end of the day, teenage motherhood didn't stop Liz Benson, it only made her stronger. Regina Daniels. Everyone and their grandmother know that Regina Daniels gave birth as a teenager. It was never a hidden secret. If anything, it was one of the most discussed topics in Nigeria, right up there with jollof rice supremacy and whether fuel prices would ever go down. Born on October 10, 2000, Regina Daniels was already a well-known Nollywood actress before she pulled one of the biggest plot twists in celebrity history, marrying a billionaire businessman and politician Ned Nwoko in 2019 at the tender age of 18. While Ned was cruising comfortably at 60, that was a kind of age gap that made people pause mid-swallow and ask, wait, what? If turning heads was an Olympic sport, this marriage would have won gold. Of course, Nigerians had plenty to say, with debates hotter than Abuja sun in March, but Regina was unbothered. While critics were busy analyzing, she was busy securing the bag, embracing her new billionaire wife status with full confidence. And just when people thought the gist was cooling down, she welcomed her first child, Prince Bonheur, in June 2020 at the age of 19, officially stamping her teenage motherhood journey into the history books. But let's be honest, it wasn't your typical teenage motherhood story. While other young moms were figuring out how to balance school and childcare, Regina was attending luxury vacations, flaunting designer outfits, and living her best life in private jets. Today, as Ned's sixth wife, she has perfected the art of balancing acting, social media influencing, and motherhood while enjoying a life many can only dream of. And just when people thought she was done shocking us, she became the leader of the Nigerian Senators' Wives Association. Regina's story is proof that when life gives you lemons, you don't just make lemonade. You open a lemonade factory and start exporting worldwide. Many young Nigerian girls now look at her and say, "Auntie, teach us the way." At the end of the day, her narrative remains a striking example of teenage motherhood. Instead of struggle, it came with luxury, influence, and a front row seat in the Nigerian high society. Omotola Jalade Ekinde, almost sexy to her fans, is not just a Nollywood queen, she's a full-blown legend. But beyond her dazzling screen presence and an A-list status, she became a mother as a teenager, a fact that still surprises many. At just 18 years old, she walked down the aisle with her pilot husband, Captain Matthew Ekinde, and before she could even fully settle into Mrs. Ekinde mode, she welcomed her first child, Princess, at 19. But let's not act like teenage motherhood is an easy role to play. While most 19-year-olds were out there enjoying Freshers Week in university, Omotola was already juggling diapers and movie scripts. Yet, she refused to let motherhood slow her down. Instead, she stormed Nollywood, dominated the industry, and starred in over 300 movies, securing her spot as one of Nigeria's biggest film stars. And let's not forget, she's not just a movie star, she's also a mother of 4. Handling 4 children and managing a Nollywood career, that's not just parenting. That's a full-time event planning. The strength it takes to balance it all is why her journey is a shining example of teenage motherhood done right. At the end of the day, Omotola's story proves that being a teenage mother doesn't have to limit your dreams. With talent, resilience, and a supportive partner, you can turn even life's unexpected plot twist into a legendary success story. And if you are Omotola, you will do it while still looking effortlessly gorgeous. Pearl Shim. The news that Pearl Shim gave birth as a teenager last year left fans completely speechless. In a country where nothing ever truly surprises Nigerians anymore, thanks to politicians and their endless drama, this one still managed to shake people. Popularly known as Little Daniela Pearl-Shim Mugala has been one of Nollywood's most promising young stars. Born on May 27, 2008 in Warri, she has a unique background with a South Korean father and a Nigerian mother. Now at just 17 years old, Pearl's journey has taken turns more unpredictable than Lagos traffic. Her story of teenage motherhood hit the internet in 2024. Like a plot twist, nobody saw it coming. Reports surfaced that she had given birth at 16 years old, and before anyone could even process it, pictures and videos of her holding a baby with her saggy belly and breastfeeding breasts flooded social media. Conspiracy theories started flying left and right, with many pointing fingers at Nollywood movie producers who always seem to have one eye on their work and another on young actresses. But despite the whispers and the hardships, Pearl is not backing down. In late 2024, she made a fearless comeback in an Uchenna Mbunabo movie, showing that she refuses to let her past define her future. Teenage motherhood may have been an unexpected twist in her script, but Pearl is proving that even after a tough chapter, the story is far from over. Shan George. Shan didn't just enter Nollywood with talent. Life gave her a head start in drama. Long before she was gracing our screens with her iconic performances, she had already welcomed her baby as a teenager. At just 16, she got married as a virgin, and before she could fully process the whole Mrs. Somebody title, she welcomed her first child at 17. 1 minute, she was learning how to be a wife. The next minute, she was a mother. Through it all, Shan George remains a force to be reckoned with in Nollywood, from teenage motherhood to navigating multiple marriages and still building a successful career. Clarion Chukwura. Before Nollywood icon Clarion Chukwura became the respected actress we all know today, she had already stepped into one of life's biggest roles, motherhood. Clarion Chukwura is a cherished name in Nollywood, became a mother at the age of 18. At a young age, her journey took an interesting turn when she got pregnant by the famous juju singer Shina Peters, a relationship that gave birth to her son Clarence Peters when when she was just a teenager. But no matter how many awards Clarence has won, nothing hits differently like seeing her son Clarence Peters take the big leap from music video directing to filmmaking. Ireti Doyle. Many people don't know this, but Ireti Doyle gave birth as a teenager. At the tender age of 19, she experienced the joys and challenges of early motherhood when she gave birth to her daughter Abimbola even before her later marriage to Patrick Doyle. You know how Nigerian parents react to this kind of news? It was a very difficult period for her. Together, they had 6 children, a proof to the fact that love and family can flourish amidst life's unexpected turns, despite facing personal struggles, including a separation in 2017 and a divorce in 2023. Ireti's resilience has shown through. This broke the heart of many fans. Her journey remains a poignant example of teenage motherhood. Waje has never been ashamed to talk about the fact that she gave birth as a teenager. Waje, whose full name is Aituaje Irobe, is not only a celebrated singer, also an occasional actor who has graced our hearts and with the power, voice, and vibrant personality. Born in Edo State, she took an unexpected turn into motherhood at the age of 17. It's as if she hit the high notes of life a little too early. But then again, who amongst us hasn't faced an unexpected solo? Her daughter, Emerald Iruobe, now 25 years old, has become a cherished part of her life. Ada Ame. It is common knowledge that Ada Ame gave birth as a teenager. Ada's journey into motherhood began at an incredibly young age, giving birth at just 14. After a challenging start in life, when most of us were still undergoing puberty, Ada had already started calculating the price of Pampers and baby food. All this she did alone with no partner in sight, and she was still able to pursue her dreams despite all odds. This is a powerful example of teenage motherhood in the face of adversity. Her daughter, Aladi Godgift Ame, was her cherished companion until her untimely death at the age of 32, a loss that left Ada heartbroken. The pain of losing her best friend led Ada to struggle with alcohol, trying to find solace in the midst of overwhelming grief. Ame sadly passed away at the age of 48 after collapsing in worry on July 17, 2022. Before her death, she had been dealing with mental health challenges. Taiwo Ajayi Lesset. Taiwo Ajayi Lesset gave birth as a teenager. Taiwo Ajayi Lesset stands as one of Nollywood's most esteemed veteran actresses, whose career has spanned many decades and left an indelible mark on the industry. Her work, including a memorable role as Chief Mrs. Randall in the series King of Boys, Return of the King, continues to captivate viewers. At the young age of 15, Taiwo became a mother, facing societal challenges that could have derailed her dreams. Instead, she enrolled in evening classes and later moved to the UK to further her studies. Obot Etuk. Obot also gave birth as a teenager. Obot Etuk is a respected figure in the Nigerian performing arts, whose early start in marriage marked a journey filled with both responsibility and passion for the craft. In 1985, at the tender age of 15, she tied a knot with her then husband, Kiriko, who was 3 years her senior at 18. Together, they navigated the complexities of young married life, raising 3 children along the way before their paths diverged in 2002. Despite the challenges that came with early marriage and the demands of balancing family life and her budding career in the arts, Obot remains dedicated to her passion. This is the time to like this video. Meanwhile, I did a video about some Nollywood actors and the age comparison of their first child. Click on the video showing on the screen to know when your favorite Nollywood actors had their first child. Click on it before this video ends, because if this video ends, it will go away. See you in the next video. Bye.